Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about some of the handbags and purses that I have that I think are a little bit more elevated and a little bit more up-leveled than your average bag. Now, I was saying that not all of these bags are designer bags. Some of them I'm going to be talking to you because of the style of the bag, and I'll be telling you how I use that bag. With that, let me introduce myself. If you're new here, my name is Nicole. I'm a full-time beauty and fashion content creator, and I've been chatting with you guys recently about how I've been just making more elegant and up-leveled choices when it comes to my wardrobe, my beauty choices, and my handbags. So with that, let's get into today's video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So the first handbag that I want to show you is just this chocolate brown one from Carvela. As you can see, it has a kind of tortoise finish to it, and I think that just makes it look a little bit more refined and a little bit more elegant. I will say I don't enjoy this one so much because it is open. There obviously is this clasp right here, but things definitely fall out of it if it just ends up toppling over. So I really don't like to use this one if I know that I'm going to be walking around, because obviously people can just dip into it, and equally if I put it down somewhere and then it topples over, things can fall out. However, with that being said, I do think that the brown looks a lot nicer than a black with some outfits, and I just think the little bit of texture to the bag looks a little bit more elegant, and it has a little bit more of a design to it without it being very loud and in your face. I know the camera doesn't really pick up that it is a chocolate brown as opposed to the black, but the warmth of the chocolate brown just brings something special to an outfit. Now the next bag I'm going to show you, I bet you're going to think like this doesn't look that elegant and it doesn't look that classy, but hear me out. If you are a working girl like me and you are on the go, I think having one of these kind of saddle bags is really, really nice. This was just from Tesco. But I do find that because it has that kind of pebbled markings to it, it doesn't get any damage to it, and when it does get damage to it, you really can't see it, and obviously it came at a fraction of the price. I think that a slouchy kind of saddle bag like this can look a lot nicer than a lot of other bags, never mind it can fit a lot in it. And for me, this is one of the most perfect bags that I can bring with me if I say I'm running into London for work and I want to be able to bring some things with me in this bag, but then not look like I'm walking around with a briefcase. This bag has been perfect for that. Okay, so the next bag that I'm going to show you, again, some of you might be thinking that isn't very feminine and it's not very elegant, but hear me out. This backpack is just from Gaston Luga, which is a Swedish brand, and we have it in the matte black. I'll be honest, my husband collaborated with them and they sent this backpack over to him. Now, I think that this is one of the more elegant and feminine choices if you are somebody that has to be on the go, or you have a job that requires you to be moving around a lot. Personally, I wear this backpack or bring this backpack with me if I am headed into a client's and I have to be taking a lot of photos and a lot of video. What I found was when I had a handbag that was going over my shoulder and I was having to take pictures, I was then leaning to one side a little bit more than the other, and then if the bag didn't close properly, things were falling out of it, and then I was just shoving things in there. Whereas now if I know that I'm going to be doing things with my hands and I have to quickly be able to spring into action, a backpack is the better way to go. With that being said, when I go to my clients' visits, I want to look chic, I want to look refined, I want to look feminine. I don't want to have a big clunky backpack. Now there are designer backpacks that are out there that can be very nice as well. I know there's a few Louis Vuitton versions of it. I am not at the point of having a Louis Vuitton backpack. Equally, I don't think that the Louis Vuitton backpacks offers the size that I'm looking for, and I just think that there's something very versatile about matte black. Alright, so the two designer items I'm going to show you are now at the end, and the first one is just this little petite Gucci, I can never say the word, Dionysus, something like that, but this is just a little purse. I don't think it's, I think there might even be one smaller than this, maybe not. Is it a wallet on chain? I'm not sure, but honestly this one is so small. This was my thought process on this. I can get, believe it or not, my camera in here dinner, I can get my phone in here and a lipstick and maybe a bank card. But my thought process was on this is that I needed a bag or a purse that I could bring out with me if I was going to a nice dinner, if I was going to a wedding or something like that. And I know a lot of people have the bigger version of this bag, and that's great, but I didn't want a designer bag that I was gonna wear around on my day-to-day. Like, I wanted something for when I was going out on a special night out. And so I often wear this one out on date night. I often wear this one to weddings. I just take this, you can just take the chain off and use it as a clutch. So I personally didn't want something big, and I prefer smaller handbags, especially when I'm looking for something that is going to be a little bit more classy and a little bit more refined. So really quickly there, I just popped off the chain, and now I've got a little bag that I can bring with me if I'm going to a wedding or something just a little bit higher end. And I love that I have the versatility between that. The other handbag that I want to show you is another Gucci one. Again, I went for the small size. This size can get more in it than that one does, mainly because it's a softer material. I don't remember the name of the fabric that I went in for this one, but it can scuff easy, but thankfully I haven't had any markings on it. I'll be honest, I thought I would wear this one a lot more than I do, but I actually pulled to the other design more. I will say that I do wish that I got this in a little bit more of a bold color. I went with this nude color because I thought I would get more wear out of it. However, was saying that I think if the bag was white or maybe blue, I would actually pull to it more because it would be more of a statement piece that wasn't too bolder in your face. But that being said, for the same reason that I love the other bag, I love this one. It's just a way that I can wear something a little bit more elevated, especially on a date night, or take the chain off and wear it as a clutch to a wedding or something that's a little bit more of a fancy do. Anyways, my friends, that is it for my quick, practical, but a little bit impractical handbag collection. I think that everybody, unless you are somebody that, you know, you are rich and you don't work and you know, you don't need to have practical choices and a little bit more fun and designer choices, I think that this could be a really good starting point for handbags that you might want to invest into. Personally, the lower end handbags that I have, I will be looking at replacing them to designer options when I can afford to do so. But equally, I think that the style choices that I went for in the non-designer options were still really smart and still looked more refined, even though they weren't brand name items. Anyways, my friends, that is it for this video. Did you like this video? Did you find this video useful? If you did, please hit that like button and let me know that you're enjoying this pivot that I've been taking with my content and that you're finding it useful. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, this is your last chance to do so before I say goodbye, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.